Okay, so guys, I want the session to be interactive as much as possible because it's a very easy session. Okay, so just tell me if my screen is visible to everyone. Is it visible? Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to master one of the most basic yet powerful skills in computing, that is working with directories and files. Whether you are a programmer, a designer, or a student, understanding your computer's file system is the foundation of everything you do. Okay, so every piece of data, a photo, a document, a song, or even your favorite game is a file. And all those files live inside directories, which are like your digital cupboard or drawers. Okay, so how many of you faced this problem that you save a file somewhere and then spend 10 minutes searching for it? You can just raise your hand up. Okay. Okay, so I guess Chitran will learn today how to fix this problem. So you will work out knowing how to stay organized, find anything in seconds, and even controlling your computer using simple commands. Okay? So why file and directories matter? File are the building blocks of digital world. Everything you see or use on the computer is stored as file. Directories or folders act as containers that hold files and sometimes other folders. This system is what keeps everything structured and retrievable. Okay, so imagine your laptop as a huge library. Each file is a book, and each directory are the shelves and categories that keep those books in order. Without a structure, your system becomes cluttered. Okay, so like having 10,000 photos and documents dumped on your desktop. Understanding how files and directories work improve not just your organization but also your productivity. So just a mini activity that everyone take 30 seconds, look at your desktop, how many random files are lying there. Now imagine organizing them into three neat folders. So how much faster you find the things, right?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, apologies for disturbing you, but can you repeat once again what you said just now? Because I joined 2 minutes later.
Okay, it's okay. So basically, I was telling about what are files and what are directories, how they are important. Like files are building blocks, okay, and directories are folder or act as a container. And just let me give you a small example of it. That is, imagining your laptop as a huge library. Files are books, and directories are shelves and categories that keep those books in order. Okay, so without a structure, the system becomes very, in very simple word, we can say hodgepodge. Okay, so having so many documents and files on the same desktop all over the place, it can cause less productivity. So I asked you guys to just take a look around your desktop, like on the desktop, and think of how many random files are there. And if you just sort it out into three neat folders, how much faster the things you can get, right? So till here, I have just discussed these things. Now, for further, I'm going to tell about what is file versus directories. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. So a file holds information. It could be text, an image, audio, video, or both. The type of files is determined by its extension. What are extension, guys?
Extensions are define a file like a .pdf, .txt to define what kind of a file it is. Like it is a PDF or text or a like JPG for photos and all.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, it's a way of to identify what kind of information is there inside a file by dot pdf, dot txt, dot mp3, like that.
So basically, what a file extension? It is a set of letters or characters that come after a dot in a file name that signifies what is inside the file. Okay. So can anyone tell me what is the extension for Microsoft Word document?
Dot docx.
Okay. And yeah, dot doc expect. So the as we have discussed, file names, the file type of file is determined by extension like .dox, .jpg, .mp3, .py, etc. Directory is like a digital folder that groups similar files together. Okay, so let's take an example. Uh, how many of you use Visual Code, Visual Studio? Sorry. So when you run a code, there is a we can say a file name over there, right? You get a file name that is it is present in C drive, when it is present in users, then all those things, right? So this is what? This is a hierarchy. So all the folders and directories or files are kept in a hierarchical format. Okay. So when I'm writing, just let me share you this particular. Here you can put your hand down, guys. Okay. For an example, I'm writing this particular file name. Okay. There is C, then users, then Smriti, then documents, projects, AI model, and dataset.csv. So here, what is file? Which one is file?
Ma'am, the last one, dataset.csv.
Right. So dataset.csv is a file, and all the names before it are directories. Okay. We have already talked about Microsoft. Can anyone tell me what is the extension for PowerPoint presentation?
Dot pptx.
Okay. So the extension help your operating system organize which app to use. Okay. For an example, .dox to open MS Word, .jpg to open photos or paint, .py runs in Python interface. So it also helps you to understand the file types at a glance. Okay. Till here, any doubt, guys? So try to visualize your directories like a tree. Your computer main drive is the root, and each folder are branches. And then after the folders, the files or the subfolders are branches and leaves. Okay. Vikrant, do you have any doubt? Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. So now let's get practical. Okay. We will start with the most common way to manage files using your file explorer. So everyone know how to use a file explorer, right? Like to open file explorer, and you will see folders like documents, downloads, pictures. Double click and open it. Then right click on options. You will use the back arrow to go up or down. And can anyone tell me what actually address bar is?
Sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat the question once again?
I'm asking what address bar is used for.
Ma'am, it is used to locate a particular file. Like if you type the name of the file, it will tell where it is present in which directory.
Only just file, not the path. What if I
Yes, ma'am.
just write? So at
Also
the
the
top,
path.
okay. So at the top, you will see your, address bar that you can write path or you can write your file name and you can find it out. So that's your file's address in the digital world, the path. Okay. Uh, so so now that you have, you can move around visually. Let's learn how to take even more controls with the command line. Okay. How many of you have used command lines before? Okay. So the command line might look intimidating at first, but it's actually your, best friend once you get used to it. Okay, it gives you speed, perception that you can't get from the mouse. So, can anyone tell me what is mkdir?
Ma'am, it is make directories.
Right. So mkdir make directories or make a new folder. What is cd?
Change directories.
Right. To move into the, the particular folder, we can use cd. For an example, I am at the root. I want to move to home or I want to move to any other directory. So I can use cd and the path name or the folder name. Right. What does ls do or dir do
List
on
all
Windows?
the directories.
Ma'am, it shows all the files.
Right. It lists the content inside the folder or the directory. Now, what does c double dot do?
Ma'am, it will go to the root directory, I think.
No, it will actually go to the one level back.
Back,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So, see, how quickly you can create and check folders, right? In programming or data science, you will do this all at the same time. So, avoid using space in names. It's a tip, guys. Remember, every time you're doing creating a folder, avoid using space. Okay. Instead of my project, you can use my underscore project or my hyphen project. Let me give you one task. Try creating a folder named test underscore folder and list it using ls or dir. Okay. So I just want commands. What command would you put on the command line in the chat box, guys? So that would be nice. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. Okay. CD underscore file. That's okay. Will ls work in the window?
Yes, ma'am.
I asked, will ls work on the window?
On the Windows.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, it works. Ma'am, I think in the terminal it
No,
works.
ma'am.
VS Code
Give me
terminal.
the update.
Yeah, previous code. For window, it is dir. Okay. What about others? So for showing the current directory or going to the particular directory, what do you use in Linux? Anyone have idea on that? For showing the current directory, we use pwd. Okay, for both Linux and Mac OS. Mm, just a second. Okay, till here, any doubt? Okay, and let's go to create and editing files from command line. So the command line can also create files directly, right? So you uh, can make one using text editors like Nano. Have anyone used Nano before? Okay, so I'll be sharing you some files or a group of these commands to you because showing it in the command line will not be possible for me. So I'll be sharing you that, and you can practice it over there. So basically, we are using this all commands and all these things to easily access our files and folders. Okay. So when we are using Nano to generate a file that is basically we can generate a text file or anything. So after that, just you can just write nano notes.txt. Then you can type over there that hello, this is my first file. Then you can press Control O to save it and enter to confirm and Control plus X to exit. Okay, so this file now exists in your system. If you go back to the file explorer, you will see notes.txt right there. And the command line and GUI are just two doors the same house. Okay. Now let's do a mini question. Um, what's the command to go back one directory level? Okay, I guess you guys have fast me. Okay. So to remove directories, what command do you use? Let me repeat. To remove directories, what command do we use? rm. Okay. Just rm. Yeah, right. rmdir. Um. Okay. For an example, you have more, RMDIR can only remove the directory which doesn't contains any kind of subfolders. Okay. So for an example, you have subfolders inside a directory. So how would you delete that? Okay, so we use RMDIR slash S and folders name. So it will ask, for an example, my folder name is project. Are you sure you want to delete it? Then you can press yes or no. Okay, that's basically for you know Windows. For Linux, you can use rm, then space minus r, and then folders name. And there also it will ask whether you want to delete the folder or not. And this will permanently delete it. Okay, so you can't retrieve it back. Manish, you're writing this create a folder. Okay. We have already talked about how we edit by nano, right? Let's talk about best practices.
Ma'am,
So,
can I
yeah,
ask something? Ma'am,
sorry.
if we create one directory and we want to add multiple
Okay.
files in it through various folders, so
Mhm.
how we can use that command line to add those folders to there only?
Uh, Multiple files you want to add or multiple folders you want to
Multiple files, ma'am, from folders, various folders.
uh, see, I don't understand. You are saying multiple files from various folders. It would be one directory, then folders, then multiple files inside it, or something like that.
No, ma'am, I was saying that there is one local disk C,
Mhm.
and in that C there are multiple folders, like 4 to 5 folders, and I want to made one new folder, and in that folder I want to add some data from those 4 5 directories which are similar or which needed.
Mhm.
So how can I add those data from those all files to that only one directory?
Okay, so you can use like, and you first let me tell you, you can make a folder that is mkdir. Then you need to go to mkdir. Okay, like or the particular folder you want to put that is cd. For an example, my folder name is project. Okay, I have created my folder that is project. Then I need to travel it. Then at a time, I can just type or I can use a touch command to write all the things I want in a particular folder. Okay, like I can say touch project slash data slash any file, CSV file or something. Then I can write project slash script slash any py file I want or like Python file I want into it. Then again project slash docs, any file I want in that particular file folder. Okay. So basically, if you want to add everything at single line, you can just write mkdir minus p project, and then you can add the folders you want over there. Then and double and you can use then touch. Then what are the files you want in that particular folders? You can write their paths over there. Okay. Or if you want to make new, you just can write their names over there.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any more doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So see, this was very small session because it's very much simple and easy. So before we finish it, let's look at good habits and bad ones to avoid. So first is naming conversion. Use simple names like letters, numbers, underscores, and avoid starting with hyphen or underscore because it confuses the command interpreter. Okay. Then is organization habits that create logical folder structure from the beginning. Don't wait till your desktop is filled with chaos. Okay. Then avoid clutter. That is, your desktop isn't a storage room. Okay. It's like a workspace. Keep it clean as much possible. Okay. Then let me just take one example. Uh, you know, I once had a student with 700 screenshots on their desktop. Okay, so the laptop booted slow because of it. So, who here thinks that their desktop needs cleaning right now? How many of you have desktop filled with the files and all? Okay, see, organize it. Okay, or let me give you one nice task. You can write a Python file to organize all the files over on the particular desktop or any particular folder. Okay, Okay, I want to see how many of you do this particular thing. Okay, okay. So let's go to the next part, that is deleting and renaming. So to rename a file, we can very use, like, easy thing is right click and then rename, or we can use MV, old name and new name. The old name we have given and the new name you are going to give in the terminal. To delete, use the delete key or right click delete. In the command line, you can just use rm file name. Okay, so rm file name is for deleting files. Rmdir is to delete the entire folder. So be careful. Deleting a folder removes all its content, and always double check before confirming. So one of my colleague have tried the RM dir during our sessions, and he just deleted his entire C drive. So don't try to do something like that. Okay. Okay, guys. So be careful on that part. And I'm giving you tasks right now that create a sample text file. Okay, rename it using command line and delete it. Am I clear? Guys, am I clear? What you need to do is to create a sample text, rename it using command line, and then delete it. I'm giving you 5 to 10 minutes. You can do it like sharing a screen, or you can just write your comments over here, and then we'll have a discussion. Okay. So NPDIR folder are in its think like as well. Okay. Anyone else? Or should we discuss the answer? What about Chitra and Pranav and all? Okay. Okay. Pavni, I guess. It's correct. Yeah, Pranav. Okay, Aryan asked, RM is right for Windows and DEM is used in Windows. See, that is used in Windows, that's correct. But in modern, Windows shell or PowerShell, we can use RM also. Okay, it's same as remove item sample.txt.
Okay.
Yeah, Pranav. Okay, so basically, let's discuss the answer. Okay, so starting from Aryan, just a second. Yeah, Aryan, you have written mkdir
Yes,
folder.txt,
ma'am.
right? So it will basically create a directory. It will not
Yeah,
create
yeah.
a file.
Okay,
Okay, if you're writing folder.txt.
okay,
Sorry.
okay, done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah,
Ma'am,
Pranav, we are raising. Yeah.
I sent my answer in the chat. Can you confirm it once?
Okay, just a minute. Let me check everyone's. Okay. Okay, and rest of thing Aryan is correct. Okay. So basically, you have created a folder named,
Okay, first one and last one is wrong, right?
folder.
MKDR
Ah,
and
yeah, yeah.
MDR one. Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
yeah. Rest of all things are correct. Okay,
Okay.
okay. And next is Pavani, I guess. So your answer was correct. Okay. So use, dir to check whether you have the particular directory or not, or you have the list uh, list of files over there. Or okay. To check whether the program you have learned is success or not. Okay. And then just a second. So MD file one is incorrect syntax. Okay. MD means make directory, same as mkdir, but the symbol you have given it redirection symbol is not needed over there. Okay, you can just write mkdir file one or MD file one, and then type okay correct. Okay. So notepad sample.txt, like window doesn't recognize the space between sample dot and then txt. Okay, so it should be combined. So you're basically writing extension, giving space over there. Okay, could be
Yes, ma'am. It
sample
is
dot
a typing
txt.
error, ma'am.
Yeah, so you can type something like hello world and all those things. Save it. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
capitalization does not matter, but spacing does.
Yes, ma'am.
Same issue got delete thing and all. And kindly everyone add dir to check whether the file appears again or not. Okay, so if you are doing correctly, then the file should no longer appear. Okay, so till here, any doubt, guys? Good. So let's recap what we have learned today. So files are the core of digital data. Directories keep your system structured. You can manage both by GUI or command line. So good organization habits save time and prevent chaos. So remember, productivity starts with organization. Organization. Okay. So if you can manage your files, you can manage your projects, your time, and eventually the entire workflow. Okay. So till here, you guys have any doubts? Okay. See, today's class was very smooth and it's kind of over right now. So before our next class, I want you to create a 3-level project folder structure for your homework. Okay. And use command line to create one file image. Take a screenshot of your terminal results and show me. Okay. Let me write. Uh, just a minute. Give me a second. Okay. So this is the homework. Okay. So no more doubts, no more questions. Okay. So excellent session for today, everyone. So take control of your digital space. Okay. And kindly don't use this command carelessly, otherwise you will lose your C drive or something important.
Ma'am,
Okay. Thank you, guys.
ma'am,
Yeah.
as in my system there is only one C drive, and I want to create one another. So how to create it using only command line without using anything?
Sorry, sorry. Again.
How to create one new drive using only command line, like creating more 2 or 3 drives which we need by assigning the space and all.
Okay. So, you mean by accessing an existing drive or, creating partition for free space?
Creating partition, ma'am. Creating new drive.
Or, virtual drive.
Yes, ma'am.
See, yeah, that's not possible, actually. We can basically create partition using that. But when we talk about, no, this process is kind of risky. The partition using command line. Okay. So just if I talk up simply, you can just go to the. I don't suggest to use these things because your drive may get hampered, but you can just go to Windows and then your system. Then you can type disk part and list disk. So you will be having 2 disks or 1 disk, depends on your system. And then you can select your disk and then list partition. Then you can create a partition, then you can assign the size and it will be you can enter it and it will be showing you that it is succeed. Then you can assign any kind of letter. For an example, I have 2 disks. So one is D and another so one is C and another one is D. Then like that assign the letter over there. The assigned letter equals to A, B or G. Then it will be showing you the disk part successfully assigned, the disk letter. Then you need to write give a format. Select format fs equals to ntfs, that stands for set the file system type. Then you can give quick for quick format and label to give your drive name, and it will give you the output that 100% completed. And then type exist. But I don't prefer this particular thing because you don't know what size you want to give and all these things as a beginner. Because depending on the size, your drive would be working, right? So yeah, and also depends on how much the space you have. Is it? Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
But don't use this particular thing. You can just do it using the UI. Okay, don't use command prompt for this.
Okay, ma'am.
Command prompt basically could be a bit risky because of there is a lot of commands that could hamper your drive user, that could hamper your files over time to time. So yeah. Any more doubts? I guess today children understood that we need to organize this desktop.
Yes, ma'am, I will do
The
pick
rest
up
of
with that.
so rest of all were just putting their hands on it. They don't have so much files, I guess. Okay. Any more doubts, or should I wrap it up?
Ma'am.
Ready, Pranav?
Ma'am, as we were creating the project,
Mhm.
we want to use blockchain in it. So how to use it, ma'am? There is one issue is happening. So we are not getting how to use blockchain in complete drive.
Sorry, uh, can you come again? In what
As
project?
we were trying to make the project of file management, and in that session, in that
Mhm.
project, we want to use that blockchain. So how to use it, and we were getting some like which are the directories we have to use, which are the libraries we have to use to
Yeah.
get that specific one.
Basically, See, there is no need to use blockchain over there. You can just simply assign what directories or file you want to, keep keep in a particular, we can say, in a particular folder, different folders you want to create, and you need to assign the files, right? File management, that particular project you're talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you can just tell or you can just assign the different file extension over there, and according to that, you can write your Python script. So it would divide the folders and all. Let me just give you an example. Okay, for an example, you have already written your Python script, and now you want to assign your we can say different extension on one place. For an example, JPG would be stored. JPG files will be stored in the photos, right? So there you can just mention over there, like, or you can write the code for that transfer these files into the photo directory, or create a photo directory and transfer these files. There is no need to add blockchain and all.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Any more doubts? I'm sorry, guys, my throat is not doing well from here, so I didn't speak so much. So let's wrap it up, I guess. Okay. Thank you, guys.